Peace, prosperity, and abundance, family. Peace, prosperity, and abundance. We are back with another one. Welcome to Earth Goddess TV. For you all who are new, welcome, welcome. Grab a drink, grab a snack, whatever that may be. And for the current Earth Goddess gang, hello, how y'all doing? Y'all know what time it is, gang, gang. Okay. Before we get into our today's message, we're going to pull our intuitive message, get our mind, body, and spirit right. And basically what I want to bring about and talk about today is basically the issue with astrology. Now, I know what some of you all are going to think. Ooh, what she's talking about, the issue with astrology. I thought she loved astrology. So, you know, I'll get further into that later into the video, but that will be what we'll be talking about today. So, yeah, I noticed there were a lot of questions around basically astrology. Is it dark? Things of that nature. So a lot of people, and more people than I realized, I guess I wasn't really aware of, like, a lot of people who are not really familiar with astrology, what it's about, and what I'm coming to see is that a lot more people have a negative view of astrology than a positive view of astrology. All right, family, so we got one. So I'm here to, just give my opinions on, astrology, and to be as transparent and as real as possible, being that I am an astrologer and I do practice astrology and I study it as well. So I'm going to give my honest opinion on some of these matters. But let's get this intuitive message. And when was the last time I couldn't stop smiling or laughing? When was the last time I couldn't stop smiling or laughing? Go back to a moment when you laughed so hard you almost peed in your pants, or did actually. Feel the laughter, growth in your body, your cheeks hurting and your eyes watering. Maybe there was even a snore or two. Laughter is healing. It reminds us to take life less seriously and find the joy in the littlest things. Note to self, laugh more often. Make someone laugh today. Yes, family, laughter is medicine. Make someone laugh today. If you can't make someone laugh today, laugh yourself. Laughter is medicine. And I think, with all these things that are going on, with the pandemic and everything else they're trying to distract us with, we all need to laugh. We really do. And there's nothing wrong with that, Even if, your situation may not be funny at this moment, or you feel like your life circumstances, may not grant you the opportunity to feel happy, but you can find happiness and smile at the smallest things. Go outside and just look at nature, watch a movie, anything to kind of get your mind in a lighthearted, tone. Just work with yourself. Life is stressful enough as it is, and I feel like, the moments we can take the opportunity to laugh, whether, how you like to express that, that is wonderful. That keeps the soul not pure, but it keeps it light in the midst of all the darkness that is going on around us. So without further ado, family, let's go ahead and hop into it. So what I want to address is basically the problem with astrology. Now, this is not to say personally I have a problem with astrology, because I do not, but I do kind of want to shed light on how astrology can become a problem. Like in all things, you have to practice balance. There's good and bad in everything. And what I find that when people, get into a lot of spiritual practices or divination practices, sometimes you dive head deep in it, and you just get addicted, and you just keep going and going and going, and you really don't have that stability or groundness to kind of like keep you, so you won't basically lose yourself in whatever you're intending to basically educate yourself in. So with astrology, how it can become, a thing that can keep you in bondage, is if, some people like to follow the planets like I do and look at, their positions, what sign it may be in, if it's a conjunction or anything of that nature. And that's fine, especially if you're looking to maybe manifest or, do or produce something. There's nothing wrong with looking to the stars and the planets to look to see, okay, is this a good time for me to start this project? Is this a good time for me to enter into a relationship or anything like that? There's nothing wrong with using the astrology for those matters. But it becomes an issue when you're looking for these stars and these planets for everyday gratification. That's when it could become an issue, because like with all things within this realm, people use it as a crutch. And when you start using things as a crutch, you completely throw away your intuition and basically your internal GPS system as far as letting you know what's for you, what's not for you, when to back away. And that's the most important thing, when you're dealing with things that maybe astrology, anything that's considered occult. You have to find your stability. You have to be grounded, because in all things you can get lost, and it is a rabbit hole that can goes deep, and it's a never ending rabbit hole, because with astrology the information is so vast. It's so much information, and it's so much that you can take in, to where you can constantly be going in a rabbit hole and not even notice it, because there's so much information and it's forever changing. And someone who's not really stable or secure within themselves can get lost in this, because it's highly analytical. So you can constantly get caught up. Well, my planet is in this sign and it's in this house, and you can run yourself back crazy just comparing what's going on within your chart to what's going on astrologically, or comparing your chart to someone else's chart, or just many different things that can lead you into basically going crazy. And the thing that keeps me grounded with astrology, because I know it is highly analytical, and because it's so easy to get caught up in trying to line up with the current positions, or making sure you avoid certain things, that you kind of forget to live life just free. And to me, astrology is only a blueprint of the current energies that you're working with, how to best work with those energies to serve you in this lifetime. Nothing more. You shouldn't base your whole entire life or every decision or every move you make off an astrology, because you do have an internal intuition that you can rely on, regardless if you have astrology or not. That internal intuition, your internal GPS, your navigation system, would never lead you in the wrong place. So for me, I like to actually work physically as well. So I get a balance between physically working and working my mental as well. And that's kind of what keeps me grounded when I do practice and study my astrology and look at my charts. I'm not so overwhelmed or so bombarded with information that I haven't given time for my mind to actually take a rest and actually not only just analytically look at the chart, but I can also use my intuition as well, and what I know and experiences, and not just be fully analytical. And I think just with my daytime business, with the candles being physical in that business, it keeps me stable. So when I'm able to use my mind and my mental, I can do it with no problem. So I'm not overworking myself and over exhausted within the mental area. So in my opinion, astrology it's a wonderful thing, but as in all things, you can get lost, especially if you come into astrology broken, looking to be saved. Now, it's not to say that astrology can't help you, but if you are coming into this type of knowledge with a certain mindset, as far as I'm trying to, figure out who I am, this was probably not the best place to start, because again, there's so much information, you will get lost. Now, if you're coming in trying to understand yourself better and maybe trying to heal and, grow in certain areas, and astrology is perfect for that. But you must have a sense of self, because if you don't, these things will easily have you swaying from one emotion to the other. And it'll always, and my big thing is, never allow anything that you study, practice, or use to keep you in bondage, because ultimately you have the self-control over everything. These are just energies and information that you're working with to work with you and better your 3D existence. That's all this for. So I didn't want to make this video too long, but I did want to give, you know, my personal opinion on the problem that can come with astrology, especially if you're not balanced or stable within yourself before you enter into studying this type of knowledge, because it can become a deeper rabbit hole and a loophole that you can lose yourself in if you are not grounded and you're not secure within yourself. So again, family, that completes my video for basically the problem with astrology. If you have any interest in any handcrafted candles, make sure you hit my page up at Instagram up at earthgoddess_candles. And also, if you're interested in any astro readings, I'll have my email information below. And I will see you all in the next video.